Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Starbound. I unfortunately was recording for about 45 minutes earlier, and where I took on a military prison. Unfortunately, I don't have any video from that because I recorded my audio and forgot to record the video. That's happening far more often than I'd like to admit recently. So, unfortunately, you didn't get to see that. However, I still have plenty more things to do here. Since the last time I played, there's a couple guys over here that I want to take on. See if I can take them on anyway. Oh. Their attention. Since the last time I played, there's been a bunch of patches. Oh, got that guy done. And, my hammer here does some poison damage, which helps. Oh, they dropped the hood, and I automatically put it on. How about that? Yeah, there's been several patches since I last recorded. One of them, I was almost all the way up to where I said I wanted to be at the end of the last episode, which was having a beacon ready to go, and everything got wiped out except for my character. So all my everything I'd done on the ship, whatnot, got wiped out. However, because you've missed the last 45 minutes that I just recorded, I am actually back to where I wanted to be. So I made a. Oh, let's take these guys out. All right. I made a beacon again. Have enough resources for it, so I made it. So that's just sitting in my inventory right now. What I want to do is get to another planet in order to put it down, so I don't damage anything that I care about here. Also, I'm going to turn this into my home planet, since this is the first planet I spawned on. I have been to some of the other planets in this system. Off camera, just to, gather some resources. There's a desert-like planet nearby that I did a lot of my resource gathering on, just because it's easy to dig into the sand. This is just a small biome on this planet here. This is something else that's relatively new to the game, is these little biomes now. So this is sort of like a polar region to this planet. The rest of this planet is just regular temperate stuff, as you'll see when I get back to my base. What I'm trying to do with the base right now, or you'll see right now as I walk out of here, what I'm trying to do with the base is to build everything underground, just so that I want to have like a whole museum and everything else going for all my collections, things that I will pick up along the way. And I decided, rather than try to do it above ground and make it look half decent, which is more of a challenge for me than you might think, instead I'm going to build it underground and try to make it sort of an underground complex. And I might get to some of that this episode. I definitely didn't get to it last episode at all. Which the last episode that will never be. One of the nice things though with this latest patch is that it did not, even though it cleared all the planets and your inventory, or your ship's inventory, it did not delete the characters again. So my guys got some pretty good weapons that I've collected from my travails, including this one, which actually has a chance to poison the enemies. This is 12 DPS, very slow. It's 0.77, slower than the one I had, but it does 16 damage per swing, so it's pretty well doing a number on these fellas. Go. Let's get some healing on here. And I'll leave that. I'll leave that iron for another day. At some point, I should end up back at my base here. Alright, collect a little bit of coal. One of these patches, yeah, I'm coming up on it now because the torch is here. One of these patches sort of rejiggered all the resources, and it made coal like very, very rare. It's sort of been fixed a little bit, thankfully, because it was becoming very problematic just to get coal. Is one of the only things now, at least in the early game, that you can use to as fuel for your ship. Before you could use wood, you can't do that anymore. So it was becoming a little bit problematic before this latest sort of tweak to get enough fuel to go anywhere. And honestly, I think the strength of this game is in the exploration, from what I've seen anyway. So it's good that they've sort of, I mean, they made it a little bit more balanced, but it's good that you can now find coal. It's not as rare as it was, as you can see. And I'm just stopping really to pick that up because I want to, before this episode is over, get to another adjoining planet here and get the beacon set up and potentially take on the boss. We'll see if I'm successful or not. It might end up failing miserably and then having to build another beacon to come back and do it again. You'll also get to see this penal colony here. This is what in the episode that I ended up accidentally not recording, this is what I cleared out in that episode. Cleared all the guys out of here. Grab some of the vending machines, and you'll see those up on my ship once I get there. And generally got some good drops, including this this hammer that I'm carrying right now. Getting a little bit of frame rate lag there. That's kind of weird, but hopefully it will clear up. You see, quite a lot of furniture left for me to collect in here. A lot of these signs on the walls, a lot of little camera thingies. Some of these, I did collect one of those iron cabinets there. I have several more that I want to grab, and I also grabbed a few vending machines, and you'll see those on my ship once I get there. Okay. And we should be relatively close now to my... Oh, well, well, now we'll see the ship. You can see here's the metal cabinet here. I've thrown a bunch of crap in here. Collected some floodlights. You'll see I have saplings now. This is new with one of the patches, and I will show you that when I get back down to the surface. Here's my vending machines. Put all my Stimpaks in there for safekeeping. And then also I have what every ship needs, which is a water cooler. You know, you gotta have some kind of refreshments. Also, the boat anchor came from another planet that was still in my inventory. I will eventually return there to try to find the airship that it was actually attached to, which I did not do. And of course the prison bed here, which is kind of like a torture bed. I figure it looked sci-fi enough to put on my ship. Okay, and here's the base I have so far. Before I give you a grand tour there, I'm going to jump up here and say one of these things does not look like the others. You'll see this tree here is one that I grabbed from another planet, and now that we have saplings, you can plant them. So that is what I have done there. Let's actually see if we can plant another one over here. And I'll grab I guess they're both the same. Let's try this one. Just put it right here. See, it's in a little like protective casing. It will eventually break out of that and grow into a full-blown tree, assuming it takes root. And then also, you've probably noticed as I've killed a few things along the way here, I've been getting something called Holiday Cheer. That is sort of a holiday theme thing going on here with the holidays, along with this this toy maker's bench. So you use that holiday spirit to build several things here on this list. Most of them are decorative. You know, giant lollipops. You can wear snowmen's outfits. You can have decorated tree, so on and so forth. Presents under the tree. They all cost pixels, as well as the holiday spirit thing. You can also go all out and do what I've done, which is to build a holiday rocket sleigh. Unfortunately, I tried to put it down. It's decorative. I've tried to put it down on the ground, but it's nothing doing right now. It doesn't seem to let me put it down anywhere yet. I assume there's some kind of special area I've got to do there for that. So I'll try to figure that out before I lose any of that stuff. Found this gong as well. I beamed down onto another planet and right into some guy's house, and he had a gong, so I took it. That is how I roll. And also, the beacon I was talking about, I have that all made and ready to go. Let's get some of these resources into the Ferni. And I got some iron there, and I got some silver. Let's go on that. And we'll throw some copper in here. And we'll get the silver out. And the iron is done, so we'll put some gold in there. Awesome, let's get rid of this sapling as well. Get our inventory nice and cleaned up here. For our next task, you see I have my food area here. Alright, our next task is to go to another planet and take on this boss. So let's get a move on here and see. Let me have probably enough fuel, but I'm going to, while I'm here, refuel some more. Excellent. Alright, let's I think we'll just go over here. We'll just make it a quick trip. Won't go too crazy with it. There are other planets in the system that are, like I said earlier, there's a desert one that I was trying to get most of my resources on. I would have liked to have had a ranged weapon by now, something a little bit better than the iron hunting bow that I have. But alas, none of the guys with pew pew weapons that I killed dropped them. So I am without what I would really like to have. Yeah, I got some canned food here too. Should probably put the canned food in one of the vending machines, but that would make a little bit too much sense, I think. In fact, let me get some raw meat here as well. Let me get this out of there, get that out of there. Alright, let's see what kind of planet we have here. I think this was another forest planet. Wow, this looks a little bit crazy. It's a bit of a weird spawn area. Okay, are you friend or foe? You are friend. Okay, good. Grab some of these pixels down here. Okay, let's see if we can get some open ground to fight on. Looks like we're way up in the mountains here. I'm hoping this whole planet isn't mountainous, or this is going to be rather interesting. Some good resources here, though. I should return here. This guy's gonna... Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling these guys would be hostile. Damn it. There we go. I like this weapon, but it is, as I said, extremely slow. Slower than the other weapon I had that you haven't seen yet. Just gonna kill these guys just because I have a feeling that they were going to be hostile. Alright, we found probably the worst battleground we could possibly find here. This is all mountainous. Okay. Guys. Alright, well, let's, you know what? Let's do it. Hell with it. We'll just, we'll make do with the terrain that we have been given here. I have a feeling I'm not going to last very long anyway, so let us... Please activate on planet surface. What? I am on a planet surface, guy. Maybe I'm too high up? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well. This is all sand. Maybe can I not put it on sand? That doesn't make any sense. I think maybe I'm too high up and it's confused. Alright, well, let's see if I can put some distance here. Alright. Come on. Okay, now we're getting down. Alright, now we got some trees and whatnot. Okay, so let's try this again. Maybe it was a height thing. Oh yeah, it's moving now. It wasn't doing that before. Okay. Can I... There we go. My guy wasn't firing for some reason. Alright. Actually doing a fairly decent amount of damage. Ow! Jeez Louise. Freaking penguin just did a number on me. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, crap, where I have to go all the way over there, don't I? Yep. I wonder if I've already missed my chance here. I guess we're gonna find out in a minute. Alright, I'll rejoin you once I return to that spot. Okay, well, I've returned to the spot where I was, and our penguin friends have disappeared. Which means I'm going to need to make another one of those beacons, aren't I? Yep, it appears so. Alright, well, I tried. Just, I failed miserably, as I suspected I would anyway. But at least we got to see this planet here. And all of its various resources. Cool. Alright, let's head back to our home planet. See what this war poem does. Excellent. Alright, that works out really well. I'm glad they added that to the game. Okay, well, let's see if we can maybe spruce this place up a little bit and get some things going here. Okay, welcome back, guys. And I've done a little bit of work on this area off camera. Not even close to being done yet, but I did clear out a few areas and try to get a little bit organized. So first of all, I still have the farm here where I left it before, and I'm just going to keep that there for now. I might carve this background out and put some glass in there once I get some sand to do it with. Actually, I have some sand, I just haven't smelted it up yet. In here will be sort of my kitchen area where I have a lot of seeds for over here, which I might move over there. I don't know, we'll see. And some food stuff and some crap. And here, I need to, again, carve out an area where I can sort of beam out of here. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I think I can put a window back here and have it still be able to allow me to transport out. We'll see. I have to look at that again. Here is obviously my forge. Got all my ore here. I've got my anvil. I've got all my smelting equipment. So we're good to go there. And then here's all this crap, which I may end up just tossing a lot of it. We'll see what happens. My front door here, obviously. And then down here, but if it will let me, there we go, is the bedroom that I've started working on. Put a little campfire in here. I was trying to actually make a sort of chimney here, you know, like a fireplace almost. I know that there is a fireplace in the game because I saw it in that one castle that I was in, but I don't know if I can actually craft it yet, so it might be something that once I get to that castle, I'll bring it back and actually make that a proper fireplace. And then down here is going to be the beginnings of my museum area, which is where I will put the gong at. Here in the middle will be the sort of sewing miscellaneous area, where I can put the spinning wheel and whatnot in there, and the Tinkerer's toy box thingamajigger here. But again, I'm not putting them down until I get enough cobblestone to finish this out, which is going to be something I will do off camera, so it's not a boring quest for cobblestone. And that's what I have so far. So I think we're making some good progress. I'm going to have to make another beacon here. Do I have enough to do it? I may have enough to make another beacon here, so we can try to take on that boss again. I also need to make a flag, which I should actually do right now. Let's do that right now, because this is going to be our home base. What do I need? I need wood planks. Alright, let's see if I can, how many I can make here. 33, that's not going to be enough, is it? Actually, no, it's just enough. There we go. Alright, so we've got another distress beacon ready to go for next episode, where we will take them on again. In the meantime, I'm going to get a little bit more prepared, and hopefully we know not to go back to that one planet to do it. I'll find another planet in the solar system that we can then drop the distress beacon on. I mean, I guess technically I could do it here. It's not going to hurt anything. I just won't do it right here. I can do it over by the military base there, or the penal colony, I mean. So we'll see. Anywho, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next episode.